Welcome back to Broken Bobby's Transformation Page. If you are new to the page, in 1990, I became involved in the drug gang world. From 92 to 06, I spent a lot of time incarcerated. I tell these stories to let you know it don't have to be you. If you're young and thinking about trying something, or you're figuring out how to get out, these are my stories of this lifestyle and how it affected me, and eventually I got out and transformed my life. So let's get into today's story. So as you can see by the thumbnail, this is when I was afraid of losing my life. Shout out to Peter Sobel. I hope I said that correctly. There was a request for this very topic, so thank you. I appreciate the question. And I guess the short answer on that, and I'll really break this down, but unfortunately, when I was in my addiction, I wasn't ever afraid of losing my life. I, sort of thought that, growing up, a lot of us looked at things like we'd never make 40. Then by the time we hit 40, we're hoping we're going to make 60. You know what I mean? But before I get further into that, if you are new to the channel, subscribe, smash that like button, drop a comment, and let me know what you think, and share the video. And now there is the join feature on the page as well. So if that's something that interests you, you can take a look at that and join if you like to. So getting back into it though, when I was in my addiction, when I was out there hustling, when I was doing all of these things, when I was going to jail and prison, there were things that would get your heart beating, an adrenaline rush, but that's just kind of what it was a rush. And you can reference my video, Hemet, my rock bottom, and I kind of talk about when I had become suicidal, and I wanted somebody else to do my dirty work for me, basically, in a nutshell, like maybe a cop, or there was a group of skinheads out there that I did dirty, and I was hoping that they would unalive me, basically. So you can check that out to hear that story. But, while I was active in my addiction and hustling, like, it seemed like I was always putting myself in dangerous situations. And, like, it was just a rush to, have somebody break out the pew-pews and, pew-pew in your direction, I guess, Like, in the moment, it was crazy. You're hitting the deck and crawling like you're some sort of army soldier or something, trying to get away from that stuff. But, there was a lot of that stuff going on. When I initially caught my sales case, I was blacked out that night. And I drove from Redlands. I was on my way to Anaheim. I crashed my car in the Montclair area and passed a field sobriety test. How, I don't know. Had the CHP called a tow truck for me, pulled my car out of the crabgrass that I was stuck in, and I sideswiped a big rig and ultimately fell asleep at a stoplight before I would go to jail. How I didn't kill myself that night, I have no clue. Obviously, someone was watching over me, and I'm thankful for that. But, it was always a dangerous situation. Like, was going into places where, there might be 8 or 10 heads, and it's just me and another guy. And, things could go foul, but, like, it was a rush. It was just a rush of a situation. Now, some of the things that concerned me, I guess, where I said, wow, like, I'm really screwing up here, and, like, this could really be dangerous. When I first arrived at North Kern, and, I was coming through R&R heading out to my housing unit, And this was the first time, as we came out of the rotunda area and we're heading down the walkway, I looked up, and on the catwalk there was a gunner up there. And what a gunner is, if you don't know, is someone that watches over the yard with a gun, so that if something happens, like, they can basically take the shot, And there's signs that say no, warning, no warning shots fired. And I can remember like it was yesterday, walking in there and looking up and seeing that guy and thinking, wow, like, I really messed up this time. So, I mean, that was one situation. There's another video you can go back and check out, the LA County Jail riot, where, we got into a riot with the Paisas. And, the build-up to that riot was some of the most intense stuff I've ever been a part of. An incident that happened. You can go check out that video for the full story. But the Paisas kept saying that the issue was not dead. And basically, we were the ones that we ended up kicking that off. We were outnumbered like 5-1 in that one. And that was a hell of an adrenaline rush. And I didn't know if I was going to be okay in that one, to be honest. Because, it's just, you're way too outnumbered. And the thing is, all I kept thinking was stay on your feet. Stay on your feet. And within the first 30 seconds, somebody hit me from behind and I was off my feet. And, if I'm being honest, that one scared me. But I ended up, getting big props from that one, because there were several guys on our shot caller, and I was able to assist him, and that word traveled around and followed me. So, like I said, you can go check out that video, LA County Jail Riot. It's a 2-part video, but you can get all the details there. So, the thing is, when I was out there in the streets, there wasn't really a whole lot where I was afraid I was going to lose my life in the moment. And to be honest with you, now that I'm no longer a part of that lifestyle, I'm so much more worried about losing my life. Like, I don't drive as fast. Always got my seatbelt on. I go for my doctor checkups and stuff. And, I'm just watching how I eat. Like, I've never been so afraid of losing my life as I am now. So, I hope that answered the question. Family, fitness, and freedom are what allowed me to get to this point in my life, and it can help you as well. It's a matter of making good decisions and continuing to make good decisions. So, if you like the video, smash that like button, drop a comment, let me know what you think and some of the experiences you may have had. Share this video. It helps to grow the channel. And like I said, you can join and become a member if you want to be. You can check that out. That's something new. So don't look at the mountain. Just start climbing.